The thing you need to know about my cream cheese frosting is it's just perfect, guys. I'm Nick, welcome to another episode of the Scran line. Today I'm sharing my updated and improved ultra creamy, perfectly pipeable cream cheese frosting. This recipe is a little bit different because I'm using less sugar, but it's perfectly pipeable and creamy because I'm using my favorite secret ingredient, milk powder. A little bit more about that in a second, but let's have a chat about some of the ingredients first. A lot of recipes will tell you to use room temperature or softened cream cheese. I use cold, straight out of the fridge cream cheese because I found that if you use room temperature, there's a chance that your cream cheese will soften too much and potentially turn into a soup. So make sure you're using cold cream cheese for my recipe. With the butter, you want to make sure it's softened, and you want to make sure it's a really good quality butter, meaning that it's higher in fat. Typically the one from France or from New Zealand is the best butter to use, anything from those two countries. And when I'm talking soft, guys, I mean soft enough that you can put your finger on top of it, it goes through with a little bit of resistance. If you keep your butter in the fridge, you can soften it in the microwave 10 seconds at a time, turning over each time. It usually takes about 2 goes. You want to make sure it's not melted because you end in a disastrous, soft, soupy frosting. Let's talk milk powder. This is my secret ingredient. Now, milk powder can be found in the long life milk section of your supermarket. A couple of things about this ingredient: it helps kind of stabilize this frosting, so it gives it structure, because we're not using a lot of sugar, which in a lot of other recipes typically the sugar gives you structure. Okay, let's begin with adding the cream cheese and butter along with vanilla extract into the bowl of a mixer. You can use a handheld mixer. Today I'm using Peggy, my stand mixer with a paddle attachment. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. You must always mix this frosting on high speed. There's only one time you mix on low speed, and I'll show you when it is. So here we're just trying to combine these two ingredients together. When you can see they're combined after a couple of minutes, stop your mixer and scrape down the bowl. That's really important. Add your milk powder and your powdered sugar at this point. This is the only time we mix on low speed, and it's because if we mix on high speed, we'll end up with a sugar milk powder dust storm. Mix on low speed until you see no dry ingredients showing. As soon as you feel it's safe and you're not going to end up with a dust storm, back up to high speed. The reason is because if we mix on low speed, it will soften the cream cheese to the point where you won't be able to pipe this frosting. Plus on high speed, you aerate the cream cheese instead of softening it. After about 5 minutes, this is what it's going to look like. As with any frostings and batters, you want to make sure you scrape down the bowl. We're going to beat this on high speed again for a couple more minutes, and guys, this is it. It's easy frosting to make. I've got a whole bunch of information about this frosting over on my website, thescranline.com, like what to do on warm days, what you can use this frosting for. You can fill it with cakes, you can pipe it on top of cupcakes. I've got recipes that are great with this frosting over on the website, thescranline.com. I've left a link in the box below. I hope you guys try this recipe because it's a really, really good cream cheese. It's nice and tangy, it's not overly sweet, perfect vanilla. And guys, if you haven't tried my red velvet cupcakes, give it a go with this frosting. Honestly, melt in your mouth experience. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.